A few weeks ago, I was just scrolling through YouTube when I saw a video titled Paper Mario 64 City Pop, and it immediately caught my attention, since I'm as brain-rotted by Paper Mario as Demeech is with Italian brain rot, and I also quite like 80s city pop style music, so I was pretty excited to listen to it. I was expecting it to be sort of a Sonic CD-esque take on the soundtrack, and when I started listening to it, it sounded fairly normal at first, kind of what I expected for a city pop jazz fusion style of a Paper Mario soundtrack. But quickly, things started to feel off. The music started sounding almost nonsensical, and the more I listened, the more I noticed that the instruments sounded weirdly distorted. It almost seemed fake. That's when I realized that it was fake, and it was clearly made using AI, and I looked in the description, and that confirmed my suspicion. I've been seeing a lot of these channels pop up lately. They disguise themselves as genuine Nintendo remix channels, but pump out tons of AI-generated music. The channel that I was referring to a second ago is called Nostalgia, and is pumping out multiple albums a week, from Mario RPG indie rock to Wario Land 4 jazz sessions. It really isn't possible to upload music remixes at the rate that they are. And every single one of the remixes on this channel has that exact same fake and soulless vibe that I got from the Paper Mario City Pop album. And I did a little digging and saw that there is a real person running the channel, and he did make a DJ mix video that seemingly doesn't contain AI, but if you're touching up the music to make it sound better, assuming that's what he's doing with the AI generated music, if you've used AI to generate something, you still clearly didn't make it.
You didn't make it!
These aren't Nostalgia's remixes. These are just AI slop Nintendo remixes. But it gets worse from here. Some channels exclusively contain AI music. There's another one that I got tricked by called Fusion Tunes, who's been uploading Bonanza remixes, as well as remixes for other relevant games like Silk Song and Kirby Air Riders. And this channel has a bunch of 8-bit remixes, but they don't even remotely sound 8-bit, which I guess isn't too big of a deal, since 8-bit as an aesthetic kind of lost its meaning years ago, but the music still sounds incredibly soulless, especially for chiptune standards. There are even parts of these remixes where the music descends into straight up static, or the instruments also sound weirdly unnaturally distorted. And I can understand to the untrained ear that these can kind of sound like bits that were intentionally added in, but as someone who's heard countless Nintendo remixes on YouTube, it just sounds really unnatural. And, of course, the channel's profile picture and many thumbnails were also AI generated too. It's just another soulless slop music channel. And what is even the point of this? We've seen over the past couple years that a lot of people are profiting off of AI slop content, and while it may seem obvious that's what these channels are doing, they clearly aren't getting enough views to make a substantial amount of revenue off of this. They may be doing it because they want to make remixes of certain songs from games in certain styles, but at that point, why not actually put in the effort to make it yourself? If you're that passionate about it, then you would actually put in that effort, or at the very least, commission someone else to do it. We've also seen that generative AI is bad for the environment. It's very resource intensive and uses up a lot of energy. So all these AI slop music channels are doing is just making the world worse. And all they're generating out of it is just soulless slop. All this is doing is hurting legitimate creators and musicians. There are so many talented musicians and artists making excellent remixes of Nintendo music, as well as other video game music on YouTube that cannot be replaced. So seeing this AI slop recommended right alongside these genuine remixes is just so depressing. And one other thing that I wanted to say is, please don't fall for this. I'm seeing a lot of people in the comments of these remixes completely unaware of the fact that they are AI generated. So if you're concerned that you might have fallen for one of these videos or channels, there are a few red flags that you can look out for. Listen for unnatural distortions in the music, like anything that doesn't really fit or sounds kind of fuzzy and off. Or any AI-generated thumbnails or profile pictures. It's not immediately obvious at first sometimes, but when you look a little closer, sometimes it can kind of be noticeable. And then also look how often the channel uploads. If they're doing like daily uploads of like full albums or like remixes of songs from games that just released, it probably is an AI Slop music channel. It is literally impossible to put out a legitimate remix in the amount of time that these channels are uploading them. So be aware for some of those red flags there. So the best thing to do is to not interact with these channels if you ever come across them. So we really can't let these channels take over. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!